Hey, what's up you guys? It's JessEDS here today, and before I start the second part of the video from yesterday, I want to tell you guys some really good news. So today, me and Mum, we went to the post office, and now I have a post office box, a P.O. box. So if you guys would like to send me some fan mail, whether it be letters or drawings or, whatever you'd like, that would be great. The address is P.O Box 181 CRAIGIEBURN 3064, and address it to JessEDS. All of those things that I just said, the address and who to address it to, will be down in the description below. So make sure you check that description below for the P.O. box if you forget it. I will also have it at the end of the video. So what I'm planning to do is do Mail Mondays. So once a week I'll do a segment. I'm planning to do a lot more regular YouTube videos. So every Monday will be called Mail Monday, and that's when I will open up your fan mail, the mail that you sent me, and and if you don't want me to show it on camera or open your gift on camera, that's fine. If you could just, on the back of the envelope write, show on camera or don't show on camera, one of those. If there's nothing on the envelope, I'll assume that it's okay to open on camera. But if you can just, write a little yes or no, or don't show, or yes show, or please open, or anything like that, just so it gives me a bit of indication whether you want it to be opened on camera or not, that would be really great. I just thought, let's do this. So we did it. Or some of you guys were suggesting, do you have a P.O. box? When are you going to get a P.O. box? So I've got the P.O. box now, and once again, it will show at the end of this video, and also it'll be in the description of this video. But for every video now on that I do, the P.O. box, the P.O. box address will be down in every description. So if you miss out on this video and you think, what do I do? The very next video that I do will also have it, and every video after that will have the address in the description box. Sorry, it's a bit shaky. I'm using my phone again today. But yeah, so I'm hoping to create a little wall in my bedroom of fan art or anything like that. I know most of my audience is, adults or whatever, so not a lot of kids would be really drawing things, because most of my viewers are adults. But that's cool, but yeah, I'm just, I'm really excited for this, and I'm really happy. So that was that first news, and now let's just get on with the video. So part 2. So yesterday I talked about how bad palliative care have treated me, and how unfair the system is and how stupid the system is. And today I'll be talking about how bad the hospitals are still treating me, even though I have paperwork that is this thick of reports and documents and all sorts of stuff from the doctors in America, who have given step-by-step instructions and all sorts of stuff to give information to the doctors here so they can continue my care. So for those that have been watching my videos, you guys know that I have a feeding tube. For those of you who are new to my channel and this may be their first or second video that they've seen, I have a feeding tube. I got it placed when I went to America. The gastroenterologist there, they booked me in straight away because I was very malnourished. I was losing hair. I had a bald patch here on my head, and they just got me straight in. They said, you need this, plus my stomach is paralyzed, my bowels are paralyzed, so I needed one. So they got it all done. But when they did the operation, they had found out that my stomach was up into my chest cavity, and that my ribs were like inwards instead of outwards, and yeah, complications. So when they knocked me out unconsciously, I can only be under anesthetic for a very short amount of time because I'm an anesthetic risk. So when they knocked me out, they put the nasal gastric tube in. A nasal gastric tube is a tube that goes down your nose, down your throat, and into your stomach. So after they knocked me out, they put a nasal gastric tube in, inflated my stomach with air with the nasal gastric tube. So they used the nasal gastric tube basically as like an air pump. And from that, they took an image, an x-ray. So they could see where my stomach was positioned and where was the best place to place my feeding tube. So after they did that, that's when they discovered, okay, your stomach is not in the greatest place. It's up in your chest. Okay, we're going to have to place your feeding tube in your muscles. So here, right there is my feeding tube. So my chest is like here, and my rib cages start right here, and my feeding tube is there. So basically, a normal person's feeding tube is 3 to 3.5 centimeters long, right? And that's, that's standard. However, because my tube is in my, because my stomach is in my chest, and they had to create a track that was longer. So in order for my feeding tube to work for me, they had to create a 10 centimeter track, which is the length of the whole tube. It's about that long, maybe longer than that. So basically, they have to put it in and then angle it up. So the way they did it was they put T-tracks in and then angled it, created a track all the way up into my stomach. So that was cool, that was fine, all worked out. They wrote up reports, they did a step-by-step instruction. When I was over there, they had to do a tube change to make sure that the tract was healing fine and everything. So that was all cool too. Sorry. And what they did was to change my tube, I have to be sedated because of the length of the tube and the way it's positioned. It would be too uncomfortable for me to be awake to change this tube. So they knocked me out. I was under for 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Very, very quick procedure. They put a guide wire into my existing tube, into my stomach, took an x-ray, deflated the balloon that is in my tube, removed the old tube over the guide wire, got the new tube, placed it over the top of the guide wire, took a picture to make sure that it's in the right place. Then they inflated the new balloon with fluoroscopic fluid so that it could be seen on x-ray, took another picture. It was all in the right place. They took out the guide wire, they woke me up. Flushed it with some water, great. So all those instructions that I just said were literally placed in paperwork so that the doctors here in Australia knew exactly what to do and how to do it, and there wouldn't be any hassles, and straightforward, simple. I could even do it myself, but I can't because I'd be the one who's unconscious. But you know what I mean? It's so simple that even I understand how to do it. And, they made it so simple. So I thought, cool, great. They even wrote down the anesthetics they used. They wrote down literally everything step by step because they were really, really good. And they understood what to do and everything. So I was like, thank goodness someone is finally listening. So I come home to Australia, and every 2 months my tube has to be changed because of my acidity in my stomach. It's very high. It eats away at the balloon, which starts to deflate it, which then makes my tube loose. So I see the nutritionist, because my formula was running out, and I see the nutritionist, and I mentioned to her, hey, look, I need my tube changed. It's overdue. It was supposed to be done on the 21st of August. And I said, I need it done. It's been so long now. I'm still on the waiting list. What's going on? Then she starts trying to bark all these orders, and I'm like, in my own head, hang on now, you're just a nutritionist. You shouldn't be making all these medical decisions. Surely you can't do that, because she's trying to say, she says to me, oh, well, for you to get a tube change, you need to have a gastroscope down your throat so that we can look in your stomach and investigate things and see how in the future maybe we can do it without anesthetic. And I said, no, I don't want an investigation done on my stomach. All I want is a tube change, and it's quite simple. And I explained the procedure again of how you use the guide wire, and how I had all the paperwork there, and I said, it's really simple. All I want is done is under x-ray, knock me out, put a breathing tube in so I don't die because I'm at anesthetic risk. Change it the way that they've said it, because literally that's the safest way for me to do it. I can't have it done bedside like a regular person, because, it's just not my body doesn't work that way. It can't be done bedside. And I don't need investigations done with a gastroscope. So all I want is the tube change. I'm trying to tell her that it's just simple. I just want a tube change. I don't want anything else. That's all I want done. And then so she's trying to go, like, no, you have to have it this way done. If you don't have it this way, you can't get a tube change. I'm just like, no. I don't want to be a guinea pig. Stop stressing me out. All I want is my tube change. It's unhealthy for me. I'm digesting silicone and latex. Just, can you not, can you just follow the instructions of what the American doctors have done? Because that is the way of how my tube needs to be changed. That's the safest way for me, and the easiest way for me to have it done. And if I have to go under anesthetic for 5 minutes every 2 months, so be it. But I don't want investigations done when I've already had 5.5 years of investigations and trying to get doctors to listen. And when I eventually went to America, they listened, they helped me, and now I've finally got all the evidence and all the paperwork, and all I'm trying to do is get doctors here to listen to me and just to stop mucking me around, because it's ridiculous. I'm entitled to safe practice. I'm entitled to have no harm done to me, because that is the oath that health professionals take, is first do no harm. And they have done so much harm to me. It's ridiculous, and I'm over it mentally and physically. And I keep trying to tell them, just change the tube. It's not hard. I've said to them too, like in the past, that, hey, I'm autistic and I'm moderately intellectually disabled, yet I know how to do this procedure. Like, come on, people. It is not hard. Chuck me under, put a breathing tube into me, put a guide wire in, take a picture, deflate the tube, take out the tube, put the new tube over the guide wire, inflate, take a picture, done. Like, it's like, I don't understand it, and neither can my doctor. And my doctor's gone backwards and forwards with them, and they're like not listening. And like, it's crazy, because it's like, I don't understand, why is it so hard for them to just go, oh, hey, let's just listen to what the doctors in America. You would think it would be like a learning experience for them to take this on. Like, it's ridiculous. And the problem is that I have no control of this situation, and it's driving me insane. Like, why should this be so hard? Like, it should be so easy to be like, yep, no problems, we'll follow the instructions. And the nutritionist, she turns around and says to me, oh, why'd you go to America for? And I said, because no one would help me here. and she got her nose out of joint so bad. She was so upset, and it sounded like she was kind of jealous that we went to America. And it's like, why? You know, no one could help me here. I wasn't getting anywhere. There's no specialists here that know about type 6 EDS. What else was I supposed to do? You know? And it's like, it's crazy. It dumbfounds me so much. Like, honestly, I don't know what they expect, you know? It's just ridiculous. And all I want is this tube change. So tomorrow I've got to go to the hospital and face this big battle. We're supposed to be having a conversation thing about how they're going to change my tube, which we've already had done, but because of all the arguing, I'm not getting anywhere. So of course I have to go there tomorrow being all calm, being all polite, and the thing is though, I'm going to stand my ground because I'm not going to be doing something that pleases them. I'm going to be doing something that is right for me and right for my body. Just because they want to do it their way, that is right, that is good for them and easy for them, they need to be doing things that is good for the patient and easy for the patient, because they can't just go, oh, hey, we're doing it this way, bad luck, and we're going to be putting you at risk because we want to do this, this, and that. And, well, no, sorry, but it's my body, and, you know, that'd be like saying to someone, you know, someone going in for a stomach surgery, and then the doctor saying, oh, while you're under, we're going to cut your leg off. You know, it's like, it's ridiculous. Like, they don't have my permission to do all these things. All I want is a tube change, and it shouldn't be this hard. And it's like, it's like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm so sorry, but I had to tell you guys this because there's so many things wrong with the healthcare system in Australia that it needs to be fixed. Doctors need to be trained. They need to be trained on how to talk to people properly. Nurses need to be trained. All the healthcare professionals need to be revamped, retrained. The system itself needs to be trained. There needs to be added facilities for different things. And there's just... Australia needs to just start listening to the people. The government. They need to listen. And what can I say? It's ridiculous. And I'm not the only person in Australia who goes through things like this or similar to this. You know, this happens all around Australia. And it's ridiculous. I mean, it happens all around the world. And it shouldn't happen at all to anyone. And especially when it's something so simple. It's not a complicated procedure. It's very simple. It's very quick. And it's just... it's frustrating. And, you know, I'm just going to stick to my guns. I'm going to stay strong. And I'm going to, you know, I'm going to fight to the very end, because this is my life, and I deserve to be able to live my life the way I want to live my life. And I'm not going to be having some person tell me that I can't. You know, or try and boss me around into doing things that aren't right for me. And I'm going to fight for myself. And I'm just over the whole thing. And I'm strong, and I'm not going to give up. And it's just frustrating, that's all. So that's my little part 2 of this saga of hospitals and doctors and palliative care services, and yeah. So we're trying to work all through that and just trying to face things, and yeah, but we'll get there, and hopefully. And I'm not going to, you know, give up, like I said. But enough of all those rants and complaints, and I will update you on how I go tomorrow. But I'm not going to have my hopes up high for, you know, the doctors. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe some luck will come our way. But anyway, yeah. So, like I said at the start of the video, I do have a P.O. box now, and the address is JessEDS P.O Box 181 CRAIGIEBURN 3064. That is the address that you can send letters and fan mail and anything really that you like. I just ask, please don't send anything nasty. Like, I don't think anyone would, but you never know. I mean, I'm just saying, because I don't want to receive nasty things and then having to shut down the P.O. box, like, because that wouldn't be fair to other people. But I'm just saying, please don't send anything ill. That's all. Like I said, I'm sure people won't, but I've seen horror stories before on other YouTubers' channels where people have been sent gross things and then they've had to shut down their P.O. box because it got too much for things. I don't think that will happen, but I'm just putting it out there that, you know, don't do it so that it doesn't get ruined for everyone else. So, yeah, there'll be I'm going to put a little flashcard at the end here that will have the address written up. Also, the P.O. box address will be down in the description below, and also the P.O. box description will also be in every other video in the future in the description box so that you can never miss it again. And I won't be doing Fan Mail Monday next Monday because I've got to let time, you know, for things to come through and everything, because today is Wednesday if anybody decides to send anything. So I'm going to let it build up for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I'll announce, you know, a day or two before that I'm going to be doing, you know, Fan Mail Monday. And yeah, so just a reminder to you guys that if you don't have anything written on the back of the envelope saying that yes or no you want it on camera, I'm just going to assume that you say it's okay for me to open it on camera. If you really don't want me to, please remember just to put a no on the back, or don't open, or just something small on the back so that I can go, okay, cool, I'll open up in private. That's all. Because I want to respect you guys too if you just don't want me to show publicly or whatever. That's cool. I totally understand that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and listening to me rant again. And yeah, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe to my channel and turn on that little notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss a video when I upload. That little bell icon is just a notification to turn on so that every time I upload you get notified immediately of my new videos. And if you guys don't mind, please share my videos around so that all your friends can see what I post, and we can grow our community. I want to start doing my YouTube more often. It will give me something to do instead of just, you know, lying in bed and being really tired. And I know I need a rest too, but I also need to keep my mind active. So I'm going to be doing YouTube videos a lot often now. And yeah, so let's grow the community. Let's become a little YouTube family, and yeah, let's do this. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!